what people in Nigeria might think about Americans?
We feel like the Americans always have their shit together, and they have a really good economy, and things are really smooth there, and it's like heaven there. My name is Felven Brain, and I'm calling from Nigeria.
Noticing something behind your head, is that a television?
Oh, yes, it's a TV.
You guys have flat screen TVs in Nigeria? What's been life like with the coronavirus?
A lot of things has been happening, a lot of things, so many, most of which aren't good. I have to be completely honest with you, most of it aren't good. And
so let's turn the table, shall we?
yes,
Based
sure.
on what you've heard, what do you think about most Americans?
I've heard a lot of times that the US is a racist country. And here's what people might not know about Nigeria.
What's up, brother?
I'm good.
We got our... What is this? This is Mo. Who do you have there?
Oh, this is Lucy.
Lucy?
Lucy.
That's awesome. Tell everybody, where are you calling from?
Oh, my name is Felven Brain, and I'm calling from Nigeria.
And you're a magician professionally?
Yes, I am a magician.
What got you into magic?
I was watching this video of a magician on American's Got Talent, Smoothini.
Is that word correctly back?
Excuse me.
Hey, Smooth Dini is listening right now. What would you say to him?
I'll tell him, like, I'll thank him for going on American's Got Talent because,
Yeah.
like, he just changed a life there, so.
Whoa. Just do not like card tricks because that's a...
What were you doing before magic?
So I was a lab technician. I used to work in the hospital. I
Okay.
was supposed to be a doctor afterwards, but I didn't do that because I realized I loved magic more. So
Okay.
it's one of
That's awesome. That's cool. I've seen your videos. They're professionally done. The shots are amazing. The magic is very powerful. What kind of reaction do you get from people when you're performing?
yeah. I get different kinds of reactions. Some people go wow. Some people go tell me how you did it. Some people go I know how you did it. Some people go this is good. This is witchcraft and stuff. Just so many things, and the diversity makes it really entertaining. I love it.
Yeah. Is that a problem? People believing your magic is voodoo, somehow spiritual or from God? Is that an issue for you?
No, I do not think it is a problem because I've got to understand that for me to actually still be in the market, people have to feel that way, that this is supernatural. That makes it worth seeing, and that gives it a lot more vibe.
So you're kind of okay if the lines are blurred?
Yes, I've met a lot of people who actually know that their tricks and their illusions and their entertainment, and not just they're nothing close to being spiritual or voodoo or any sort. So those kind of persons like motivate me to like keep on doing it.
What's your goal for your career?
I have been looking forward to doing a very massive show where I have a lot of people from different parts of the world and in the same place, irrespective of their races or their breed or whatever, and then perform for all of them, and they really like it. And I also want to use this medium to reach out to different teenagers, youths out there who really want to go into something that's very different from the norm, but perhaps due to pressure from parents or from their peer groups, they might not be able to. So I want to use my lifestyle and my life experience to motivate them to go into whatever they like.
You
Yes.
could have been a doctor, but magic spoke to you and
Yeah.
you're chasing that dream now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, someone said you look like Drake. Is that Drake?
I look like Drake a little bit, but you're the only hypnotist I spoke to in all of Nigeria. Do you have any desires, any plans in your foreseeable future to come to the United States, perform in America?
Oh yeah, surely. I want to be in the UK to do some magic and hypnosis, and surely I also want to be in the US.
Yeah.
It will be really awesome it will be really awesome to share the same stage with you.
Really, before this virus hit, I was excited and I was looking at flights to Nigeria. And I thought it'd be the coolest thing in the world if I'm FaceTiming you. And then I somehow found your address from one of your friends and was at your door. Like, you would lose your mind. I think that'd be the coolest prank. Will happen one day.
I hypnotized a Palestine girl over the phone call, and all the way in Palestine.
Wow.
Deep hypnosis, deep trance. But I want to reach out to different culture. I want to reach out to different country. I want to see how they can really understand my accent, see how I can really communicate with them fluently, and it will not affect the whole procedure. I really want to experience that.
I'm smiling because you do have an accent, but I have an accent as you're listening to me. But I was literally at the bank, and my banker was from Nigeria, and I was like, "You're from Nigeria? My friend's in Nigeria right now." And I was like, "What time is it?" She like knew. She's like, "Right now it's like 5 o'clock." And I was like, "Let's call him." And we called you, and like you spoke to her, and like it was like you guys were friends already. What do you speak besides English?
English, I speak Pidgin, I speak Edo language, which is where I'm from. I speak a bit of Yoruba, which is what they speak here in Lagos, and I speak a bit of Igbo.
Igbo?
Yes.
So 4 languages?
Yes.
Holy crap. All I understand is English, so my hat is off to you. That's amazing. What's something people might not know about Nigeria, your home?
Okay, here's what people might not know about Nigeria. That we are actually good people, and a lot of us are really working really, really hard. And not everyone here is a scammer. Not everyone here is out to stealing anybody's money or on the internet or going to the whole cyber thingy. And majority of the people there are really hardworking. It's just the bad eggs spoiling the good ones. So.
Yeah, I guess I never had that thought in my mind. When I think back, a lot of the times I've heard about Nigeria, it's a Nigerian prince asking for money over the internet. You're right.
Okay, and
I
also,
never thought about that, but you're right. Some people have that distorted notion. Continue. I'm sorry.
and also, there is water in Nigeria. I do not know why a lot of people feel there's no water in Africa. There's water in Africa. We have all the vegetables, we have all the plants, we have everything. There's agriculture. So I don't know, man. I was talking to some teenage girls that slide into my DM sometimes.
It goes down in the DM.
They were like the last thing they hear of, the only thing they hear of Nigeria is that there's no water here, and I'm like, we have water, god damn it.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
I'm noticing something behind your head. Is that a television?
Oh yes, it's a TV.
You guys have flat screen TVs in Nigeria? Like, you guys have water and TVs?
Yes, so far we do.
Like, what?
Amazing, right?
Amazing. So let's turn the table, shall we?
Yes,
Based
sure.
on what you've heard, what do you think about most Americans? What people in Nigeria might think about Americans?
We feel like the Americans always have their shit together, and they have a really good economy, and things are really smooth there, and it's like heaven there. Yeah, and all of this is based on the kind of movies we watch and what we see in the movies. We try to like think that is reality. Like we see Americans as superheroes, superhumans, really smart people, beautiful street, beautiful lights, and everything's just so smooth. Like there's money for everyone. Once you get there, you reach.
Yeah.
That's basically how we see America.
I want you to know it's not exactly heaven here. It's a good place. I've been to 7, 8 countries, I think. I have yet to find heaven. But there are some nice luxuries here, without a doubt. Like, I'm talking to someone right now who speaks 4 languages. All I speak is English. Have you left Nigeria? Have you been to other countries?
No, I haven't. not yet.
But Nigeria, am I wrong, is the most populated African country.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't have the exact figures. I don't have, but we're called like the giant of Africa, so we're like one of the very notable countries in Africa. Nigeria, South Africa, they're the very notable country in Africa.
If you were to walk out your door right now, walk out your Nigerian door, lions, tigers, bears, cobras, what would you see?
What?
No.
None of those.
None of those? Not one?
None of those. Okay, it's very rarely and depends on the location you'd find snakes around, and very rarely, but you never see lion, you never see tiger, you never see bear. Not in Nigeria. Perhaps you could see in South Africa. They have lots of giraffes there, and they have lots of elephants, and all of those animals are in the zoo. I personally, I have never seen a bear. I have never seen a bear. I've seen a lion. I've seen a tiger. I've killed so many snakes. And
You've killed snakes?
Yeah, of course. It's like a normal thing. Like it's not what we're scared of. Most people here aren't scared of it.
What are Nigerians scared of?
It depends on the Nigerians. Some people are scared of roaches. Nigerians are scared of cats.
Okay.
Yes, they do not like cats. They have, it's a very religious country, so a lot of people feel cats are witches and they can be used for spiritual walks and stuff, so they do not like cats around. Very rarely would you see someone have cats. Having a cat as a magician adds a lot to what they think, like, oh my god, it has to be sorcery. Can't you see he has a cat? And moreover, I am from Edo State, and Edo State is believed to be the city that practices sorcery and voodoo most in the whole of Nigeria.
Dang. For another couple minutes, I'll let you go back to practicing magic and killing snakes. What's been life like with the coronavirus? What do you call it, the coronavirus as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you call it coronavirus. What do you all call it there?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. How is it that everyone's calling it the same thing? I don't know. Well, our president called it the China virus for like a couple days.
Virus.
Yeah.
I saw that. Very obvious.
Yeah.
China virus. Okay, yeah, we call it the coronavirus, called COVID-19. Well, a lot of things has been happening, a whole lot of things, so many, most of which aren't good. I have to be completely honest with you, most of which aren't good. And we've been on lockdown, we've been indoors for 2 weeks, and after that they added another 2 weeks to it. And most of the people, here's the thing, most of the people in Nigeria, this is how they feed it, this is how they survive. Each day they go out, they make money that day, they used to eat that day. So if they don't go out, they're not going to eat that day. And this has been 2 weeks plus keeping people at home. A lot of people are hungry, and so it has triggered so many negative behaviors. So we have a lot of youths going out there, and they've made up a gang, and they call themselves the 1,000 gang. So they go into houses, they break into houses, they rob you in broad daylight, but at night is always crazy. So you just have to stay awake. If you have a lot of muscle, lucky for you, but if you don't, that'll be really sad. So there's been lots of invasion in different parts of Lagos, majorly, and there's been lots of theft, people stealing here and there. It's been crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Do you feel safe?
To an extent, yeah, but each night that passes, I just feel like it keeps getting worse, and I feel like they keep coming closer to where I stay. Like it keeps coming closer, and because once they get to a particular area, they just get what they want, and then they move on the next night, and so we keep moving. So I just feel like it's coming really close, and it scares me. It scares me out. It freaks me out.
I don't want you to be scared, and I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better as fast as it can. What do you think would help? Police? Do you have a gun? What's the situation? Let's talk about guns real fast. Are they having guns? Do you have a gun? What's it like? You know America has guns. I don't.
I know.
I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun.
When you don't need one, you just hypnotize them.
I hypnotize them. I'm like, you don't want to mess with me.
Okay, over here, you could have a gun, but not so many people have guns. Like very, very few people have guns, and that is because a lot of things could happen. You could be framed for something you didn't do. Like so many bad things could happen. I don't have a gun, but I've got knives at home, and I've got scissors. And
You've got wait. You say knives and Jesus?
No, I said scissors.
Scissors. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying. I got knives and Jesus. I'm scissors. All right. Yeah, scissors.
Oh, that's okay. So, yeah, they have guns. They have machete. They have knives. They have axe. They're really well armed. So we just have to brace for impact.
And personally, for you, you say people go out, they get food, and if they can't get food, they don't eat that day. How do you get food? What do you mean by that? I'm not trying to be rude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's totally fine. So, prior to now, like a day before the lockdown began, so I just went to the market, did some shopping, got a lot of groceries. So they're in the kitchen. So I've been surviving on that myself and my cat and my friend in the other room. So we've just been managing staying indoors. It's been crazy. I haven't gone outside to make my hair. That is why I'm wearing this.
I understand.
I've been wearing this. Yeah.
Well, when you get younger, you can just, or older, you can just take it all off and it's okay. Is the government giving any money? Like here in America, U.S. citizens are supposed to get $1,200 U.S. per person. I know in Canada, every Canadian citizen is going to get 2,000 Canadian dollars each month, and it's direct deposit. Is there anything like that in Nigeria?
Okay, they said they were going to do that, and then somehow they embezzled the money, so nobody got any money. And just some moments ago, I saw a post on Instagram, and the girl said she got credited of 30,000 naira, and I don't know how true that is. I have absolutely no idea how true that is, but we're still looking, we're still watching, but it's obvious that they already embezzled it. Like the money's gone, so everyone just got to like survive on the savings. So, but my heart really goes out to a lot of people who really have to come out to work and get money for that day. A lot of bike riders. I just feel, how do they survive? I mean, I personally, I didn't have enough for myself, and I'm wondering, like, how do people who are even lower than myself, how can they keep up? It's terrible. I mean, if they really go out there to steal to eat, I may not blame them that much, because I know what it feels like to be hungry. I know that is not just them doing that; they're doing it because they're hungry, and then the government doesn't seem like they're doing anything about it. And we've called them out countless times. They don't really give a damn. That's just how it is. It's a choice between.
Do you know what that means? I'm not familiar with that. It's between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Okay, she's trying to say, it's if you come out, you're gonna die of coronavirus. If you stay inside, you're gonna die of hunger. So you just gotta choose where you want to die. So.
Yeah. You know, this might upset you. Americans, we're suffering from the Corona 15. Do you know what that is?
No, I do not. First time hearing.
We're not going outside, but we are eating a lot, and so Americans are gaining 15 pounds.
Oh, I did also hear that there's a lot of obese people in America. I don't know how true that is.
That is true. No, obesity is a real issue. Did we just lose power there?
Yes, we just did. Crazy.
And you're just used to that. You said it. No, right? Like it's in waves sometimes.
Yeah, it's like that. It just happens, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, but then I have like an electric generator outside, but now I cannot use it because it's faulty and they cannot repair it. This time it's everywhere is blocked.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, but that's okay.
There's a lot going on in Nigeria.
Yeah, a lot.
You guys have a rolling power, and we have obesity.
Yeah, the good thing is, despite all of this, Nigerians always try to stay happy. We're always really positive people, and which makes us really strong. And that's why you can find Nigerians in every city in the world because they can adapt to whatever situation that comes. Like they can adapt. So it's kind of training. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, last question, and I'm getting you out of here. If we could do real magic, snap our fingers, and I was in Nigeria, and you could do magic, and you can get rid of the coronavirus. No coronavirus, and I'm there in Nigeria. What's the first thing we would do?
We'll do a magic stroke hypnosis show, and it's going to be like a tour in different cities, in different universities, University of Lagos, University of Port Harcourt. We'll do all of this, record it, and also run it on TV.
I love it.
It's going to be massive. We'll make massive publications on, we run ads, we run sponsor posts on Instagram, and it's going to be massive.
I'm down, because you're very good at promoting and production. Like, I'm going to include your video in this, but the magic you do and the camera work is beautiful. Absolutely
Thank
beautiful. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I want to say thank you very, very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And I'm very proud of you personally because you stopped calling me sir. When we were talking, you kept calling me sir. So I was like, please don't call me sir. We're peers. We're on this planet together. And so, bottom of my heart, thank you for sharing your story. And you don't need to call me sir ever, ever, ever again. All right, brother?